All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. Going to be talking about the end of Fleetwood Mac. I'm pretty sure it's official at this point, but I'm going to be talking about Stevie Nicks and this article, which uh, I don't know, it's just depressing. Anyway, before we get to that point, this is Bernie Chiaravelli. I always have to pause to try to say his last name properly. It certainly doesn't help him in a Google search, and I'm going to have to spell it for folks if you want to know more about this album. It's called More to This Life. Since I'm going to be talking about Fleetwood Mac, this, if you're a Fleetwood Mac fan, I think would be great music for your music collection. Again, Bernie Chiaravelli, the title track, gets stuck in my head, and it's on one of my playlists and so forth. So check it out. Also, don't forget to check out Modern Retro Radio, modernretrofm.com. They have the courage over there to play all the music that terrestrial radio refuses to touch. Now, on to this story. Here's the headline. Stevie Nicks says there's no reason to continue with Fleetwood Mac. Well, I would beg to differ. You could raise a lot of money for those Maui fire victims that everybody was talking about a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure Mick Fleetwood would be down with that. And I think fans would like to see a reunion between Lindsay and Stevie for a little bit of closure. I know there was one article written that said that they could just fight it out in the nursing home later on. Which I think is pretty accurate. Anyway, the article says this. After Lindsey Buckingham was fired from Fleetwood Mac in 2018, the band replaced him with two guitarists, Neil Finn and Mike Campbell, like oil and water. Now that Christine McVie has passed away, Stevie Nicks says the band is over as far as she's concerned. Now, without Stevie, you really can't do this. You just can't. I know the history of this band. For a time, Stevie was out, and for a time, Lindsay was out, obviously, and he's out again recently. And Christine was gone for a very long time. People forget this, that Christine McVie had basically retired and then came back. But she's saying you can't do it without Christine. It's tough to do it without Christine, but I would say pay tribute to her. You know, when you went out the last time, you're paying tribute to Tom Petty, who wasn't even in Fleetwood Mac. And it was based on Stevie's relationship with Tom. So why not pay tribute to Christine McVie? Anyway, she says, when Christine died, I felt like you can't replace her. You just can't. Without her, what is it? You know what I mean? She was like my soulmate, my musical soulmate. Christine was my best friend. Well, it's weird that she says that Christine is her musical soulmate because their styles were not similar at all. Stevie writes these mystical, magical songs. Christine constantly writing about relationships and her favorite topic, love. If you go into most of her songs, she's going to be talking about love most of the time, all right? Anyway, Stevie says, who am I going to look over to on the right and have them not be there behind the Hammond organ? When she died, I figured we really can't go any further with this. There's no reason to. Okay, well, I mean, I think there is a reason to. I think there's a reason to do it one more time, and I think she's resistant to doing it because it would require a reunion with Lindsey Buckingham. And I think fans want closure. That's why you do it. And you can pay tribute to Christine in the process. You don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder and not seeing her playing keyboards. The band did that for a number of years, and they got on okay. They're much better with Christine McVie than without. But I'm thinking in this age where rock bands are all drawing to a close, whether it's Aerosmith or Bruce Springsteen, all these bands that are canceling left and right because they can no longer go out on tour, I think it would be really great for fans who would like to see a reunion between Lindsay and Stevie. And that might be the other issue, is that she just doesn't want to see Lindsey Buckingham ever again. By the way, Stevie also talked about her new Stevie Nicks Barbie doll. She seems more excited about this than anything to do with Fleetwood Mac, which she decided should be wearing a Rumors era outfit, complete with platform boots, chiffon skirt, and feathered hair. It's who I was and who I still am. She also reveals she has a Ken to go with the Stevie Barbie. Now, I'm not making this up. The early 80s model features Ken with dark hair, dressed as Elvis in a white jumpsuit. I named him Ken Elvis, and I introduced Ken Elvis to Stevie Barbie, she says. I have photographs of these two that will absolutely knock the world's socks off. Now, I'm reading this, and it's, yeah. They look at each other in a way that's like they've been in love for centuries. Okie dokie. On social media, Stevie wrote of the doll, when I look at her, I see my 27-year-old self, what we have been through since 1975. I am her and she is me. She absolutely has my heart. All right, well, maybe Fleetwood Mac shouldn't get back together again. Maybe they just shouldn't do it, based on those last two paragraphs. Stevie has got her own thing going on. She lives in this mystical, magical mystery tour world. And for Fleetwood Mac fans that would like to hear Dreams and all of their catalog, their great repertoire, it apparently isn't going to happen. Not even for a good cause, and not even for a little closure at the end where Lindsey Buckingham would be back in the band. And I think it would be appropriate, too, to pay tribute to Christine McVie. So, again, those are my thoughts on this. You may disagree. It is maybe a little sacrilegious not to have Christine McVie in it. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be out on tour anymore anyway, whereas Stevie Nicks has been on tour recently, and Lindsey Buckingham not too long ago has been on tour. And I was told that there were some negotiations going on, but those negotiations fell through. So in any event, it's sad, but it appears that Fleetwood Mac is truly over. Here is Bernie Chiaravelli. If you're a fan of Fleetwood Mac, this guy is a singer, songwriter, worked with Michael McDonald, is really great. I mean, I don't know why stuff like this doesn't get any attention or airplay. He put it out independently, and it's a quality record. And oftentimes, quality records aren't really in vogue today. So check it out if you have a chance. Also, don't forget modernretrofm.com. And if you can support me on Patreon, it's a new month. So we lose a few supporters. Hopefully, we'll gain a few this month. I appreciate all the support I'm already getting. You guys make this possible. So I want to thank you for doing that. And again, I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.